Okay, so that's about it for my trip here to Maui. 5 weeks has come to an end pretty quickly, actually. Conditions here this year have been strange. Onshore and lots of rain. I say onshore, Maui onshore. Everyone looking at home will probably not. It probably doesn't look anything like onshore because you can still go down the line, still get aerials. But in Maui terms, I think it's been a strange season. Like I said, we still had lots of rain. We have had a bit of sun, but it's actually got better though. We've had wind, nearly all the time. What's been happening? I'm managing to squeeze this last diary in just before I go home. I leave tomorrow, and unfortunately, I did tweak my knee the other day. Something stupid. It was quite a nice day. Everyone seems to have gone home. There was like 5, 6 people out, good swell, and I was sort of just getting into it because my back's been pretty bad too. And I came up for just this last section. I just thought, I'll just ping a little 360, and I pinged off the top, and I was sort of going around, and as I come round, I'm looking, thinking, I'm just going to land. So I sort of stretch out my front leg, and the nose of the board just misses the top of the wave. And it sounds strange, but it just caught the top of the board. My body was still spinning around, and you can see if you slow-mo the video, like my foot stays in the foot strap, and all my body weight, I ended up lying on the board, but my foot was still in the foot strap, so I've just tweaked my knee. I don't think it's too bad. Hopefully not, because I've got a few competitions when I get home, but that's it. So I'm not sailing the last couple of days, so I thought I'd just put this diary together. And there's actually been a few other injuries. I mean, there's been quite a few. The French boys are hobbling around. There's little Antoine and Jules Denel both supporting each other. I think Jules did something to his ankle or his knee. Little Antoine's got some sort of infection in his foot, so those boys been hobbling around. I know Alessio, before he left, he hurt his ankle, didn't want to go sailing, then he went sailing and hurt his other ankle. So I saw Max Rose sort of helping him up the beach. We had Thomas Traversa, he did a rib. And it's no surprising, because I tell you what, the boys have been going for it. Just check some of these wipeouts out. So boom, there's like that front one now from Brazinho. He just come flying down the line. The board jumps out and just bam, absolutely nails himself. We have Ricardo Campello, I think, just with like this, just a catapult on the way out. He's quite renowned for doing that. He always sort of sails quite on the front, and he just catches a bit of chop, goes straight over the front. We got some big crashes. I know Loic Le Savage from France, I think he's been out here. I think he's like 14, 15 years old, and he's been going for it. But I saw him the other day just come up to the lip, and he just got taken over the falls, and that was a nice one. Obviously, little Antoine, he's been going for it. He's had a couple of good stacks, and he's a few masts lighter. So Neil Pryor, I think they'll be having a word with him, because I think there's a few been going. So those boys have been really pushing it. Who else is there? I mean, Camille, he's been going for it, and he's been coming off quite short as well. Like, I seen him go for a goiter the other day and some other stuff, and he's been really having it. So the boys have been really going for it, and that's kind of why people are getting injured. Oh, actually, also, Bant Rodriguez from Maui, obviously, he's been doing a lot of the stand-up stuff, and he came the other day, went sailing for a little bit, and he tweaked his ankle, apparently, because I saw him the other day, and the conditions were firing, and he went out on his old stand-up for a downwinder. And I was thinking, I said to his dad, what the hell's he doing? And apparently he's actually hurt his ankle. So there has been a few injuries. What else has been going on? You've probably seen it all over the internet. Ricardo Campello, how to launch. He stands on the beach and just sails his way out through the sand. I actually saw Antoine Albo do this in a photo shoot, and I think he got some ideas, but then Ricardo took it to the next level, and he did it coming in. So full speed. I was filming a dog, as you do. I look up, and he's just flying up the beach. I mean, he must have took the whole of the... we came all the way at the beach in Hukipa, and he did it quite a few times, and a few times he got a bit stuck. And it started going well. He saw Dione, and he was good mates with Dione, both from Venezuela. And he's like, Dione, did you see that yet? And Dione followed him in. I missed this, but he hit the beach and just full catapult. It was gold, and I was just walking down the beach to get it, so I missed it, but it was comedy gold. So that's what they've been doing. Like I say, I'm trying to work out, there's been so much going on. I've only filmed for a couple of days, but we have had some swell boys to watch out for. I've mentioned most of them, but jumping wise, there's only one man, Brazinho. He is absolutely king of the air over here. Super solid in his back, he's nice tweak push loops, and his doubles are on lock. They just look super easy starboard tack. So if there's many starboard tack jumping competitions, you'd expect him to be up there, if not win it. I know Bougie's good at jumping, but I would say he is the best starboard tack jumper in the world. I'm just putting it out there. Obviously, the other boy's pretty good. We've seen Ricardo Campello on Easter Day landed his first, as he said it, Jesus Christ, but we call it the eagle wing back home, you know, the one-handed tabletop where you fully tweet and you stretched out, and he was quite chuffed he landed that. He did some really sick tweet tabletops. I think he was inspired by the fishbowl diaries. Sophie kind of likes the tabletops, so he's been doing them, I think, to please her to get some shots, but he's also he's looking pretty good. He's obviously been doing all the other stuff, and he's been getting some nice goiters, sort of air tackers, just late hits, and obviously a few stacks. That's how Ricardo rolls. Camille, I think he has looked, you know, he's got some of the nicest turns in the business, just super, you know, real late, right at the top, loads of spray, and just really nice style, sort of kind of surfy style, looks good. So he's got some tweaked airs as well. I know he's seen him do that, they're looking pretty good. So he's looking good. I know he's doing the American tour this year, maybe the Pele tour, we'll have to wait and see. He's obviously just broke the record for the longest wave ridden ever. I think there's a TV program somewhere on the internet if you can find it. Cowley Ciardi's obviously here now. He's looking super solid. He's actually just been, you know, busting some jumps, nice solid stuff, usual slick wave riding. Did see him over rotate a forward the other day, and I was, you know, kind of chuckling to myself because I'm not the best at jumping on starboard, I won't lie to you. So yeah, he does go down. Who else have we seen? I'm just looking down my list. Oh yeah, Graham Ezzy. I have to mention him because he's been, for me, one of the standout sailors on the water. He is Mr. Tacker. He can do two tackers on one wave. It is his favourite move. He doesn't just do the white water spin around ones. He actually hits some sections and does some pretty sick tackers. He's got nice 360s as well. He's been trying to invent a new move. That's what he told me. So I'm like looking back through the video footage to see if I've got it. Apparently I've got it. I'm not sure what sort of move it is, but I'll let you work it out. You just check out the footage. Is that a new move? What is it? I don't know. So that's it's kind of a little strange move from Graham. So he's been trying the grubby down the wave face as well. So he's doing the Pele tour this year. So he's coming to the Canaries. Going to be interesting to see how he gets on. I know if it was starboard tack, he would be right up there, no doubt, because he's sailing really good at the moment. Looking down my list, who else? Yeah, Leon Jammer. Obviously, like I said last week, new sponsors. Neil Pride JP trying to step it up. Starboard tack, maybe not his thing, but he's been pushing. He's been really pushing, and I would definitely say he's improved. He had a few crashes along the way, but I saw him nail a perfect goiter the other day. Nice section, and he's, yeah, like I said, he's been out there trying. He did. Made me laugh, I haven't got it on film, but he took out some new fins to try the other day, and he was just showing us his new fins, like carbon fins, all putting them in. He must have got a metre off the beach before hitting the reef, totaling all the fins. So that was kind of the end of his fin testing. I think he's just going to stick with the normal G10 ones from now on. Who else? Oh, blast from the past. I tell you who we did see the other day. He's not been seen in Whokeeper for over 10 years, and it is Scott Fenton. Who? I bet there's a few of you out there going, who the hell's Scott Fenton? Mohawk? No, not him. That's Andy Bubble Chambers. He was the original Mohawk dude. I think this is where Bubble got his idea from. And the idea was he had a Mohawk and he wasn't going to shave it until he won the overall. He didn't win the overall, and I'll tell you what, he hasn't got a Mohawk now, so he lied. But anyway, it's good to see him back on the water. I didn't get much footage of him. I actually just looked through the end and I saw, because he's borrowing some kit from here, where we stayed here with Matt Pritchard. So I just managed to pick him out. So Scott Fenton back on the water, obviously good to see those boys. Moving on from Scott Fenton, another blast from the past, Robby Naish. I say blast from the past. He has been around, he's not gone away. He's done other sports, but he's still one of the keenest windsurfers out there, and he's still busting it out of Whokeeper. I saw him do a tabletop the other day, and it's kind of the old school tabletop, but the tabletop was called the tabletop for a reason. it was a table on the top, and if you stop him in the middle of his tabletop, I'm pretty sure you could stick a beer on there and it wouldn't get spilt. So Robby Naish giving it the old school. And if you talk about Robby Naish, we watched Surface Tension the other day, which is like the old school, I think, West Coast of America. Robby Naish's on there from Maui and stuff, and he's doing this backside riding all the way from lanes. You don't see that anymore, but he did bust out a nice backside the other day. So Robby Naish, one of the best backsides in the business. He were. What else? I'll tell you what, I think Robby Naish has been watching the Diaries as well, because just check this. Oh yeah, it was busy out there, but Robby Naish was still finding time to push out the old floaty jumps. Good skills, Naish, keep it up. Another Naish rider on the scene, Kai Lenny, obviously doing lots of stand-up at the moment. Again, he found time to get out on the water. He was busting out a few forwards. I've seen him doing a few nice goals. I didn't get everything, but I got him doing a few stuff. So Kai Lenny still on the water. What else have we seen? Oh, I can't forget the housemate, because I'm staying with the Fishbowl Diary guys at the moment. They've been pumping out some nice pictures. Paul is a super keen windsurfer. He's out there nearly every day, and he's improved a lot over the last years. And he's been putting a bit of work in, thought he deserved a new board. So he's been down to Quattro, ordered himself a new board, shiny, brand new board, first on the water. We're all teasing him saying, oh, you know, is he going to go on the rocks today? You're going to go on the rocks. And you could see he was out there a little bit nervous, gets into it. And then basically, I think somebody broke their UJ. Casey Hauser dives in like Baywatch style, Superman, and goes to help her, because it was Carolina. And Paul sees Casey's board on its own and thinks, oh God, someone's lost a board. I better go over, take care of it. So while he's there taking care of it, a wave comes up out of nowhere. His board hits his new board, hole in the bottom. There were tears. I won't lie to you, there was tears. So his brand new board, there was tears of laughter from me. I tried not to, but it was kind of funny. It just had to happen. So he's had it repaired since then. He's been back out the water and he's been getting a few nice hits, and he nearly made his first 360 the other day. He's starting to get them. And I have to get, he has a beautiful wipeout. Check this, comes off the top and just plugs the front of the board, woo, straight round the front. So that's Paul, we had to put him in there. So he's been, you know, let's watch it again. So yeah, so there you go. That's Paul. That's how he rolls. And also, we had this near miss with Ricardo. Ricardo's coming down the line, going for the goiter, and Paul, I think, just hit a fraction of a second early. We're going to do a back loop, and I think he didn't land it because he might have been slightly put off by Ricardo. So they both end up not landing it, but quite a cool little sequence. It's a shame. Okay, we're getting to the end of the diaries now. One last thing to mention, the indoor. The indoor is back this year in Europe. Sorry for everyone else, but it's in Europe and it's in Poland, in the biggest stadium in Europe or something like that. I don't know, it's pretty big. It got world famous when it was hosting the football Europeans. And it basically, they didn't close the roof and the whole thing flooded, and it got known as Europe's biggest swimming pool or something like that. So the organisers, which involve Steve Allen, obviously Aussie world champion a few times, and everyone knows Steve Allen anyway, and he's one of the main organisers or people behind this project, and they're getting the indoor going. It's going to be the beginning of September. Tickets apparently are selling. I think they might even sold out. I'm not even sure. I don't think sold out is a big thing, but it's basically a big hit. The website crashed on the first day, so it's going to be a big deal. Poland love windsurfing, and everyone around Europe should be able to get to Warsaw pretty easy. So tickets for that are going up for grabs. Surf Advisor are giving you a chance to win some. So if you want a chance to win tickets to the indoor, or you want a chance to win a brand new sail, that's a pretty good prize. Well, get on their website, fill in a review. It's a kit review website. You can basically go on there and see other readers' reviews on all the kit, and they're trying to rank it and get some sort of feedback from the windsurfing community. So a really cool website, and all you have to do is fill out a comprehensive review. I think probably better chance of winning, and you will be put into the lottery, and you can be drawn to win a sail or tickets to the indoor. So the indoor is going to be, it's going to be massive. More on that in coming diaries. And that's it. So please get involved with the diary, share them, like them, do what you want to do. I've got a new camera. I'm stepping it up. We're going to step up the whole production. I want to get other people filming and sending me stuff. And then I've got a lot of things in the pipeline. They do take time to come through, but I'm getting there. The one-man band is slowly getting bigger. Like I said, I have bought a new camera. So share, like, do what you've got to do. The bigger they get and the more money I can get for doing them, I can maybe get it a bit bigger and get other stuff going on. We'll wait and see. I'm going to try and do some from the UK. Obviously, the Pozo training diaries will be happening this year. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave you with a few clips. Firstly, the probably sexiest tack I've seen at Hookkeeper. Camille lays down the Robby Naish backside turn and then just cruises down the wave and does a porno tack. There's people out there probably not interested in the other stuff, and then just looking at this tack, they're going, oh yeah, that's had a tack. So that's had a tack. And then one for the ladies. We're going to leave you with Musso. He forgot his wetsuit the other day. You don't see Musso without a wetsuit very often. So his lily white body was standing out. But there's one for the ladies. So don't say I don't give you anything. Maybe one for the men next time. The Gianpaolo cam might be coming out. Anyone who knows him, you'll probably know what you're going to get. So until the next time, I'm off. Mahalo, whatever you say. Aloha. I'm off to sunny England. That's, oh God. Let's see. It's probably sunnier than here anyway.